Hey, what's up? It's Nick Giuliano here with Bria Lee.
Hi.
Welcome back. Welcome home.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be here.
Bria from Providence, Rhode Island, signed to Republic Records, has a new single out with Fat Joe called One Shot. We'll get to all of that, but first off, talk about growing up here in Rhode Island.
Well, first of all, Hot106 was my radio station that I listened to growing up. So
Great
I'm
start to this interview. Great start.
Excited to be here. It's like crazy. You know, I went to school one in Providence. Not many people may have heard of that, but it's like a very small school. It was really fun. And yeah, I love it here. I miss it. I live in New York now, so like when I get to come back, it's like really nice.
But you still have family here.
Yeah, my mom and my family, they're all here, so.
And your family very musically inclined. Talk about growing up in a musical family.
Yeah, my mom is a singer. She's a singer and a painter, and she sang like a lot of Italian music and a lot of folk music and stuff growing up. So I think that I definitely, I mean, she never like gave me lessons, but I just, from like growing up listening to her all the time, like I was like singing before I could talk, I think, you know.
So growing up, who are some of your musical influences?
Well, definitely like older influences. Yeah. Definitely like Michael Jackson, Freddie Mercury, Stevie Wonder. Also, like when growing up, I listened to a lot of Alicia Keys, a lot of Amy Winehouse, Lauryn Hill, you know, stuff like that.
So we're happy that she came home to do one of her first interviews, and we're excited to talk about kind of your journey to being signed by Republic Records. And we talked about your family a little bit. It just didn't happen overnight. You had kind of personally and professionally a journey to get to being signed. So talk to our listeners about that.
Well, I'm a jazz singer. First and foremost, so I was singing a lot of jazz in New York City. I moved to New York City when I was 17, and I was kind of just doing that, and I was like a waitress, and it was just like, you know, the grind, like trying to play gigs and work, and just like, it was really hard actually. And then my cousin Jackie Paolino, she ended up getting me an opportunity to sing for Monty Lipman, the CEO of Republic Records, and then I sang for him, and I didn't even know what to expect, and he was like, I'm gonna sign you. And I was like, okay, where do I sign? And that was it. So I'm just blessed. Let's
talk about that single with Fat Joe. It's called One Shot. It's everywhere now. Listen to it. How did it come about? So
I was in Miami with Corte, and we were going to meet with a new producer who's now a good friend of mine. His name is DJ Akos. And he was just playing through a bunch of beats that he had, you know, kind of had, you know, in mind for me. And then we heard the Beat Nut sample that he had kind of reworked, and we were like, oh my God, we got to do something to this. And then we just wrote it. It was just, you know, it just came natural.
So the original sample came from off the books, like you said, the Beat Nuts, which had Big Pun on it, and you have Fat Joe on this song. Yeah. So kind of a cool collaboration there.
Yeah, it's really cool. I'm just so blessed and thankful that, you know, we sent him the song and he liked it and he did it, and you know, it's a little piece of history with a little bit of now, and it's just great.
So music video coming.
Yeah.
Can you? I think this is going to air. We're going to put this up as you're filming it. So you're filming this tomorrow?
Yeah.
Wow. So can you tell us anything about it that you know beforehand that's going to happen that people are going to see after the fact?
Okay,
does that make sense? Okay, because we're filming this today. All right, you got it. Go ahead.
All I'm going to say is that it's going to be like a Scarface vibe.
Ooh.
Which is like, that was one of my father's favorite movies, so it's like very dear to me, and like important that we get it right, and it's like a little tribute to my dad and Al Pacino.
So Scarface vibe, you probably have seen the video already, but you heard it here first, or watched it here first. The other song I want to talk to you about is Purple Clouds. That's out there right now, so tell us about that song.
Well, that was also recorded in Miami. You know, that's more of like a laid-back, fun, kind of weirder sort of song. You know, we had a lot of fun with that. Like, purple's my favorite color, if you can't tell. So
I had no idea.
Yeah. So, you know, I just was kind of in a moment, and I wrote the song, and that's really it.
So we have One Shot, we have Purple Clouds. This has to be leading into an EP or an album, so what can you tell us about that?
Yeah, we have an EP coming, and it's a lot of songs for like, you know, it's songs for people to listen to and like feel, I always like to say it's songs for people to listen to and feel a little less like lonely, and a little I'm like, oh, I'm going through that too. Like, that's cool, you know. I'm not alone. Like, I feel that too, you know. I'm not crazy, you know. She's crazy too. So it's like, cool, you know.
So the end of 2018, obviously big for you, but going into 2019, what can we expect?
I just want to hit record. I just want to keep writing music, and then, you know, it's up to God at that point, you know.
Welcome back to Providence. High five.
Thank you.